If you mix this and this, you have two possibilities here. You have the AgI forming, and you have the AgCl. Okay? And the question is, which one will be the first to precipitate? Well, probably the one with the smallest k. Yeah, but we can do a calculation just if we're not sure, so you can see how the math works. But whenever they, we'll see. It also will depend on the molarity. So I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. We have the concentration of the silver plus, that's 1.90 molar. This is the initial concentration. We have the concentration initially of the chlorine. That's 1.50 times 10 to the minus 2 molar. And then we have the initial concentration of the iodine. That's 2.40 molar. So there's actually a couple different things you could do. This is sort of a combination of fractional precipitation and a Q problem. And I don't know which one they're looking for you to solve. But we'll do the full problem and then you can decide what you would have wanted to do. So one thing you can do is say, well, Q, let's move this over a little bit. For AgI, the Q of AgI is the initial concentration of the silver times the initial concentration of the iodine. And you can multiply those two numbers. Like that. And we'll need that answer in just a second. And then for the other side, it'd be Q of the Ag AgCl, and the Ag is 1.9, that's the silver, the chloride is 1.5 times 10 to the minus 2. Okay, anybody have those numbers? Okay, maybe I will see if I can calculate it with me. Okay, so for the one on the left, 1.9 times 2.4, that's 4.56. For the one on the right, that's 0.015 times 1.9. I did my math right. I got these. Okay, I have to figure out for AgI, is this number larger or smaller than K? So this is Q is greater than KSP here. For the right-hand side, is this larger or smaller than K? So this is... Does anybody remember when Q is greater than K, which in both cases it shifts which way? Right or left? Left, and so will be a precipitate or not? Yes. Okay, so these will both precipitate. When Q is greater than K, it shifts to the left, and the left-hand side is the side that has the solid. So that's how we know it precipitates. So both will precipitate, and then their question is, which one's going to go first? So in this case, get a different color. Okay, so here's K. So they're both definitely going to precipitate. Figuring out which one is going to precipitate first will take a little bit more work. In this case, I think they just want you to just look at these numbers here. So if k here is smaller, then the left-hand side is favored more. This one will likely precipitate by a factor of 10 to the 7 before this one. So that would be the AGI before this one. To do a math calculation like we did in lecture today doesn't totally work, because they actually give us all the numbers, and we don't. It would be different if they said, oh, I'm adding silver, and then which one precipitates first, or if they said I'm adding chloride and iodine, I don't know those concentrations, and I'm seeing which one precipitates first. But because they give us all these numbers, usually in a fractional precipitation problem, there's one of those numbers they don't give us. So there's really nothing we can calculate. I think they're just saying that the one with the smaller KSP is going to precipitate first. Maybe in a future calculation, if there's multiple parts,
Yeah.
there'll be another calculation. But is that okay for now?
Yeah.